Hi everyone, my name is Stephen Wolf and I am the owner and operator of two companies based in Kenora, Wolf Sound of Music and Wolf Installs. I'd just like to start by saying thank you for having me join your class today through this video. I am excited to share some insight with you and looking forward to maybe hearing back from you with any questions you might have. Let me just preface this conversation by describing exactly what my two companies do. Wolf Sound and Music specializes in event production. We provide live sound support, stage lighting, photo booth, DJ services, and live stream services for a wide variety of events. This is a B2C business, and on the other hand, Wolf Installs is a B2B business where we're serving corporate clients and businesses and organizations. Wolf Installs specializes in designing and installing professional audio, video, conferencing, and lighting solutions for commercial spaces. So both in relatively the same field, just simply with a different clientele. So I was looking at your entrepreneur study sheet here, and there's two aspects I'd love to speak on, management and motivation. And then at the end, I'll leave you with some pieces of advice that have been valuable to me over the years, and I would love to share it with you as it may. Hopefully it brings you value as well. So firstly, let's just start by addressing the word management. No one really likes to be managed. People like to be led. So I always replace management with the word leadership. None of us, and I'm sure lots of us, have experiences of working a job or volunteering somewhere where there was a boss or a manager that was telling us what to do all the time, and yet we knew that they were never doing it themselves. And that's not very motivating, relating to the second point, for the team when the boss is telling you to do something and you know that they're not leading by example and doing it. So this really leads me to the point of always lead by example when you're building a team. This is how I've built my team, is just by leading by example, modeling for them what I wish for them to do, and just truly embody what you want to happen, and they'll follow suit because they'll see your passion and they'll know where you're going with it. I guess another big piece of leadership and maybe tying into management as well is this concept of when you're in a position of management that you have people working for you. It is very much so the other way around. And the sooner you can acknowledge that and realize that management isn't having people work for you, when you're in a management position, you are working for them. So when we're in a leadership position, we are leading people. They're not working for us, we are working for them. So this is a big part of how I've built my teams, is I serve them first and foremost. I ensure that they have what they need to serve others, because we're focused on the whole company no matter what we do and no matter what field we're in, whether we're in a classroom, I'm in a classroom, or we're working on an install job site. Our goal is always to serve people with the professional and personalized service they deserve. So this is truly enabled when you serve your team and you provide them with what they need to succeed. Motivation. I've never struggled with personal motivation because I love what I do. And if you love what you do, the likelihood of you not being motivated to do it is extremely slim. Now, if you're doing something and you find it just a struggle and you're forcing yourself that you have to do it, chances are that's a really good sign that that might not be the best fit for you. Maybe just at that time in life, or maybe in general. Maybe it's just not the right fit. So this is going to bounce into my piece of advice that I leave for you at the end. But motivation truly is a beautiful thing, and isn't really something that you have to worry too much about when you love what you do. I would say with what motivates me consistently is having the end goal in mind. And most people in business will say, if you're serving ice cream at an ice cream shop, some people may say, my goal is to sell these 10 buckets of ice cream today. If that's your goal, that motivation might not be as easy because you're not necessarily always going to reach those 10 buckets, but a better piece of motivation is to make someone smile that day. Focus on something that has a more substantial value. So I'm always focused on serving people, and serving people never stops. So I'm always motivated to do that to the best of my ability. And now, this is personal, but how do I motivate my team now? Well, I always create a learning environment. There's no such thing as a mistake with me in my personal life or within my team. There's no such thing as a mistake. It's always a learning opportunity. It's always an opportunity to do better next time. And the sooner we can wrap our heads around that and not shame ourselves for messing something up, we just got creative, and we're going to take that creative moment and we're going to shift it, and we're going to use it as a learning opportunity. So I always create an environment where it's okay to fail. It's okay to not do well. But we always strive for excellence, and we always use that as an opportunity to become better. We want to set them up for success. I always set up my team for success. You don't want to put them in a position that you know that they're going to suck at, or you know that they're going to fail. You don't want to put them in those positions. However, you can encourage them by putting them in positions that are slightly outside of their comfort zone. You know that they can do it, but they might not completely know. And this is how you grow your team. And they become more comfortable with a certain skill set, and they see that you're entrusting them with a new level. So that is how I keep my team motivated and excited for working for Wolf. Something I'll also say is that we all work for the logo. No one is truly above another. They will see me as a facilitator, as the owner, but they don't see me as necessarily someone who's above them or so much more important. Even though I'm leading the team and I am more knowledgeable in certain areas, that doesn't put me at a higher playing field. We simply all work together, and I love the term work for the logo. We're all working for a unified goal, and when you have a team that's coming together, we're working for the same mission, and we have the same vision. So that works extremely well, and it keeps the team motivated because we're all in it together. Lastly, just a couple pieces of advice for you. Be self-aware and know who you are. The sooner you know who you are, the better you will perform. You will be able to be transparent with yourself. You will be able to understand what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and you build your team around your weaknesses to complement your strengths. And so that's a huge piece of advice that is just the fundamental component of so much of what we do, is be self-aware, know who you are. And coming along with that is be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't say that you're good at something for the sake of saying you're good at it. There's things that we can get better at, but there's things that we inherently just aren't as good at. I'm not great with English. So I always ensure that when it comes to contracts or paperwork or anything of that nature, that someone's involved on my team that is fantastic with that aspect. I strive to be better, but I know that it's not necessarily going to be one of my strengths right away. So always be honest with yourself. This will lead to so much self-improvement. And lastly, walk the walk, don't talk the talk. There's so many people that just want to be an entrepreneur because it's cool. And this wasn't the case not so long ago. I mean, in the 80s, entrepreneurship wasn't as cool as it is today. Now everyone wants to slap it in their Instagram bios and say, I'm an entrepreneur, I have this clothing brand, or I got this little business here. And maybe it's just a pop-up, maybe it's a phase. But true entrepreneurs, I would say, are almost harder to come by now because it's become so glorified and glamorous. And it's not all that what it's painted to be. But always walk the walk. You know, if you're passionate about it, you're doing it, you're focused on executing. And that's where the proof is. People can say everything all they want, but unless they got the proof to show it's there, it doesn't mean anything. Proof is in the pudding. Ideas without execution are nothing. So walk the walk and don't just talk the talk because you think it's cool. And if you think it's just cool, you will learn very quickly that it won't be the field for you. So I just encourage you to be truthful with yourself, be honest. This may come across as sounding very harsh or very direct, but quite honestly, if you can take those 3 pieces of advice to heart, I can assure you that it will be very, very valuable for you. So Yeah, that's my overview on management motivation and some advice for you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can find Wolf Sound and Music, Wolf Installs on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. Send us a message, send us an email through our website. I would love to answer any questions that you have, arrange a Zoom call with you, or like in written form. I'm definitely open to chatting with anybody about anything business related, and I really hope that this has brought some value to you, and we will be talking soon. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.